I call the member for Ryde.
Thank you, Speaker. I ask the House to join me in acknowledging the extraordinary and historic performance of the Ryde Liberals in the 2024 Ryde local government election. In particular, it is appropriate that this Parliament, itself a vessel for harbouring great history, notes the occasion of the first directly elected Mayor of Ryde following a referendum in 2021. That referendum saw Ryde transition from the councillor-elected mayor to a direct election by the community. Save for a brief period between 1959 and 1968, it has always been the case that Ryde's mayor was elected by its councillors, or to traverse history further, its aldermen. To be the first directly elected mayor is to make history. To also be the last councillor-elected mayor makes one the keeper of two legacies. That is a title I expect, following the formal declaration of the poll, will be bestowed upon Ryde Mayor-elect Trenton Brown. Succeeding Sarkis Udelian, who retired from local government after 20 years' service, Trenton Brown ably led Ryde Council over the last 6 months. In that short time, he achieved much by shedding light on the illegal civic centre transactions made during the former Labor Green independent administration. He was also a strong and considered chair of our council meetings, maintaining the high degree of professionalism and decorum that our team established upon taking over the council. In the community, he was a visible and active presence, establishing Ryde's first and now ongoing mayoral forum. The forum replaced an archaic approach to community participation in council meetings, with one that now influences outcomes and ensures that mature two-way engagement between our community and its elected representatives takes place. Trenton has also been one of council's strongest proponents of saving the T.G. Milner fields in Marsfield. He was the only candidate for mayor in this election who was unequivocal and consistent in his support for protecting that particular piece of green open space. His main rival from the Labor Party previously supported the fields too. Indeed, the now Labor government in this very Parliament went to the last election promising to save them if elected. Upon their election, that promise was broken, and with it, so too did Ryde Labor's support. Standing at pre-poll, I was amazed by just how many residents came past taking only the Liberal how to vote and exclaiming it was entirely because of their position on T.G. Milner. That was exacerbated by the egregious and potentially illegal foray into the election campaign by the North Ryde RSL board. Targeted personally and politically, Trenton Brown did not waver in the face of a concerted and vested campaign to unseat him. I'm therefore enormously proud to say that he is not only set to be re-elected, but that his re-election represents a fresh mandate to save T.G. Milner. This is a mandate bestowed on him by his political opponents who sought to politicise T.G. Milner, the vested interests whose intervention, just as electors started to vote, centred the public's mind on T.G. Milner, and of course by the public, who through the ballot box sent a crystal clear message that they want T.G. Milner saved. This was particularly evident in the West Ward, home to T.G. Milner, where the Liberals achieved their best result, receiving over 50% of the primary vote, and the unprecedented situation where a third councillor position was in play. The result is a testament that when you stand with integrity and have the support of your community behind you, the possibilities in politics are limitless. I have great confidence that with 4 years ahead and the support of a diverse, professional and future-focused team, Ryde will be the better for Trenton's era of Liberal leadership. It is on that note that I should congratulate all new and returning councillors on their election and make particular note of Justin Lee, Kathy Tracy, Shweta Deshpande, Daniel Hahn and Sophie Lara Watson, who led our tickets alongside Trenton. They were ably supported by Cameron Last, Deepak Chauhan, Armin Arakelian, Madison Lane, Keanu Arya and Jeanette Ujani, a fantastic team, each with bright futures ahead. Finally, I pay tribute to the Ryde LGC President, Frank Moshfeghi, Treasurer, John Hazarati, all of our booth captains and volunteers, and importantly, the glue that brings all these things together, my partner, Natalie Hissey. Not everybody understands how we do things in Ryde, but those that do know Natalie is why it works. I thank her and everyone for the role they played in their outstanding result. I know that together we will achieve great things for Ryde and ensure the history we now write is one worth remembering.